Allen, president of OHD. We're going to talk to you today about the revolutionary product, the QuantiCheck. We thank you for your purchase of this device or your trial of this device. Hopefully this video helps you with a little bit of information on how the technology works, how to use it, and then troubleshooting. So quickly, talking about the technology, traditional user seal checks were done with kind of a covering of the face piece or the filter piece. I'm going to ask Benson to come in really quickly as we're talking about this portion. So what he'll do is cover his SCBA on the front, do a negative pressure user seal check, and you'll feel the pressure on the mask. You'll look for decay, you'll listen for leak, and it's a qualitative test to feel did it or did it not pass each day of testing. What we're going to talk about today is the QuantiCheck device, which takes this to a whole nother level. So with this device, we're able to look at leak over time, measure that leak, and then tell you if the mask is working properly, if it fits properly, if the components are there. So it takes the user seal check to a much higher level. Right here, I want to mention that this is not a replacement of fit testing. So it's very important that you know that this is a fit check, really used for a daily test to verify that the mask is in good working condition, that you know how to put it on, that it's working at the time of shift change or whatever it is, but it's not meant to replace a fit test. So that's very important to keep in mind as you look at this product or trial it. So quickly about use of the product. The use of the product is very simple. Calibration and charging is very simple. You have a USB-C port on the side. The device will come with a USB to C connection, and you can connect that up. You can calibrate and charge the device through a computer, through a wall socket, however you choose to do that. Device power is also very simple. So on the side of the device is your universal on-off switch. When you turn the device on, what you'll see is a rapidly blue blinking light. That blinking light's doing a couple of things. One, it's letting you know that the device is turned on, and two, it's letting you know that the device is calibrating. So it's measuring, it's looking at where you are, barometric pressure, it's calibrating to different pressure amounts there, all through the blue device. Once the calibration is done, what you'll see is kind of a slower blinking purple light. That light is telling you that the device is now ready for testing. So it will sit here and blink for a period of time waiting for a fit check to be performed. So the device is basically in active mode. When you're ready to do testing, we recommend that you use a light extender, especially a mask, as you'll see today, where the face piece is going to be harder to see this light on a pass or fail mark. So light extender, it plugs straight into the USB-C plug, just where your power switch would plug in, or your power cable, and that light will now be extended to the top of the device to where you can see that through the face piece much easier. So how to do testing? Very simple. Instead of covering the mask with your hand, as you've seen before, what we now do is we just 40 millimeter thread the device into a mask to perform the fit test or fit check. And let me show you really quickly, this device can be connected into any type of mask with a 40 millimeter connection. And we also have other connectors. You can reach out to us directly on that if this connection type does not fit your face piece. But whether it's a military version of a mask or an industrial mask or an SCBA mask, we convert to a 40 millimeter connection. Once the device is connected up, again, the purple light is just blinking slowly, waiting for a test. What Benson will do is when he's ready to do a fit check, the new way of doing testing with the QuantiCheck device will be to engage the device in the same way that you really did a negative pressure user seal check. But instead of covering the port and sucking in, all Benson will do is press the device, draw that breath of pressure against the mask, and then hold his breath. There, the device, the QuantiCheck, will actually measure the leak rather than Benson having to qualitatively measure the leak or know if it was a good or a bad fit of the mask. So quickly, what he'll do is show us a fit check. So what he's doing now is he's getting ready. He engages the device. He draws a pressure against the device. He holds his breath. With OSHA, as you know, it's a 10-second breath hold. So he's measuring, we're holding the breath, and what we'll do is we'll see a light. If you get a green light here, it's a pass. So what you need to know there is that the mask at this point, is working in good order. It fits your face. There's not pressure decay that's too much to fail it, and you're good to go. If you get a red light, all that simply means is that there was too much leak or decay in the mask over that period of time, and you can do another fit check. What we would recommend is that you make sure the device is firmly, snugly connected in. You make sure there's no hair in the seal. All the different fit testing troubleshooting that you use on a fit testing device, you would use here. So facepiece is properly donned. It's the right size. Everything's in working order. So make sure you check valves, all the different components of the mask if there's an issue. But really the first step would be to just simply do a retest. So if you fail the step, Vincent, show us another real quick test again. If you get a red light, all you have to do is redo a fit check again. So he exhales, he engages the device, draws a pressure, and now he measures that leak with the QuantiCheck device. So again, a green light means pass, you can move on. Red light means you failed the test and you need to relook at troubleshooting there. A couple of other points. This is a standalone method use of the device. We also have an app version that you can go on the App Store, iOS, Android, pull up QuantiCheck, look for that app, and you can get all of the data through a Bluetooth connectivity if you have the right version of QuantiCheck into an app. So you can do all the testing there. You can actually see graphs, record data, register Benson's personnel ID number, all these different components of FitCheck for documentation. So the device comes in two methods. It comes in this standalone version, and it comes in a version that uses Bluetooth connectivity through an app, so you can have more data collection and as you'd like to see there. Finally, wrapping up, charging again through a USB to C cable. And then while it's charging, it's important to know that the battery life is about 6 to 8 hours on the lithium battery. So charging isn't really required that often, especially if you're just doing a few fit checks a day. But that will hold a charge for a pretty long period of time. But when you do need to charge, it bumps it up to 6 to 8 hours of battery life when used. Finally, if you have any additional questions that we haven't covered, contact us and we'll be happy to help. Thank you.